Hey everybody, this is Bill, the Foxbody Phantom, and we are up here tonight at Gillette Stadium for the largest cruise night and one of the best cruise nights in America. This show is put on every other week by the Mass Cruisers, so every other Thursday from April to October. They get a huge turnout, about 1,000 cars celebrating all things in the car community. We're gonna walk around, share some of our favorite tonight. We'll come back at the end and, kind of walk you through what we saw. If you haven't hit subscribe so far, please do it. We'll talk to you in just a minute. My effort to share some of the stuff that's for sale, especially as we get to the end of the season, I want to share this beautiful 1969 Nova in black. The owner's name is Dana. He's selling, he's asking $75,000. 617-828-6126. The car is a 396 car, 350 horse. It is a turbo 400. My favorite thing on this car that Dana told me were these very cool tires. They look just like the old Firestone wide oval biplius tires, but they're actually radials, which is such a cool feature. Dana got this car out of Ohio, redid all the body panels, the paint's brand new, the car is freshly restored. It is absolutely beautiful. So if you're looking for a really fun car, something that's already done that you could actually have a blast at driving, or really do a nice job, probably win a bunch of awards at a show, this is an awesome opportunity to grab this car. 355 rear end, like I said, 350 horse, beautiful under the hood. It has a Copo radiator, it has vintage air, heater delete, so it's very clean inside. Again, an easy car to go in with, looks awesome. So if you're looking for it, like I said, reach out to Dana. That phone number again was 617-828-6126. This cool car we're gonna shoot up here is this 1969 Ford Ranchero. I wasn't sure what the motor was. The owner came over and told me he's owned it for about a decade. It is a 351. It is a 4-speed car. Has like the drag star type wheels on it. I really like this car. It's very cool looking. There's a couple of things that stand out. We were just talking. You end up seeing quite a bit of El Caminos. You don't see a lot of Rancheros, especially once you get through like the early to mid 60s. The El Camino was wildly more popular than the Ranchero was, so these just kind of went away. But I really do like these. Again, just like you had with the Chevelle, they took a lot of the style from a lot of the other, mid to large Fords from that era. The interior looks great on the car. I love this emblem right here, which you very rarely see. So just a cool orange 69 Ranchero. It's something that's a little unique and something we don't see as often. Our next car up here is, I believe, a 68. From all the indications I see on the outside, it looks like a 68 Camaro. But what drew me over here, and I didn't know if this was actually a factory option on the car, it has the 307 tag for the motor on these Camaros. I have never seen a Camaro with a 307. Now, they were available on the Chevelles and the Malibus of that time. It was absolutely a motor you could get in the cars, but I've never seen a Camaro with that motor. So I want to stop and share that because I've never seen a Camaro with a 307. This one looks great, right? Pretty much a base model, rally sport wheels, looks great in the blue, a little bit of a cowl induction hood. It is a manual car too, so to see a manual version on this, looks great on the car. So again, a manual convertible Camaro, like I said, looks like a 68 with a 307 is pretty wild and just something I haven't seen before. So super cool. Interest of showing very cool stuff and stuff that's for sale. We have this really cool 1967 C10 pickup in purple. Truck's a 350, so 350 motor, turbo 350 transmission, relatively high geared, somewhere between 373 and 410s. Truck looks great, kind of smoothed out the front end, made everything look a little bit more seamless. He's asking $32,500. We'll walk around the rest of the truck. I really do like the side mounted tire on the side of the bed with the matching wheels. It is still a wooden bed back in this year, so it looks very cool. You see the third brake light's been incorporated in with the Chevy emblems, the same with the tail lights. Like I said, he's asking $32,500. We were just joking. It's not very often where you have a bright purple truck that gets overshadowed just by a car, but it's hard when you're running against a Roadrunner in yellow. But this thing is super cool. Again, I share all the purple trucks and cars for my wife. She loves them. But like I said, he's asking $32,500. Let me throw the phone number up here for you. So if you're looking for a fun truck, 781-603-4173, 1967 C10 with the most reliable motor ever in that Chevy 350, turbo 350 transmission. Just a great truck that you can take out and enjoy and drive. And again, we'll shoot just really quickly this Superbird. We've actually shot this one at the show a couple of times. I'm not going to go super deep into it, but it is an amazing car. Anytime you see a Superbird, I always share on these, like, guys, these weren't popular when they came out. They had a tough time selling them. A lot of the dealers actually pulled the nose cone and the rear wing off and sold them as Roadrunners, right? They were wild for the time. it's still a wild car. You see those hood vents, right, that go in and actually allow air to kind of come in and force the car down and give, you know, a cooling to the brakes. The wild, you know, rear wing. Now, the rumor over the years is the wing was designed to accommodate the trunk. They've come out and said, no, we actually did test it in a wind tunnel. The wing did have a purpose, but I don't think we'll ever know the true answer. Was it just made so you could open the trunk, or did it serve a purpose in a wind tunnel, you know, back in the late 60s, early 70s when these came out? These would have been like a 70. The other thing is crazy too, if you see the old pictures of these, the dealers would go in and actually clean all the cars and then hang the drying towels off of these wings. Like, again, they weren't wildly loved at the time. They are today. I will tell you a fact, if you're looking at a Superbird, every single one you will see will have a vinyl roof. There is not one made without a vinyl roof. They had an issue when they were actually putting these together on this body line and when they went with the Superbird, so they actually couldn't get it smooth the way they wanted to for paint. So every single Superbird that was out there was a vinyl roof car. So if you see one without one, it's not a real one, or the owner's taken it off and done a ton of body work to get it there, but all the original ones had a vinyl roof. How cool is this? Two mid-50s wagons. We got a Ford and a Chevy. You know, I'm a wagon guy. I'm always a sucker when we see a cool station wagon. And these are a great contrast to see what Ford and Chevy was doing right around the same time in the 50s. Love the paint on this with the red and the black. The wheels are so cool. I'm not sure, again, on the Ford wagons, I don't know that much because I very rarely see them. So I'm not sure if this sliding window was factory. I hope it is, because that's kind of a very cool idea. Really like the interior on these. Now, we know back then the 50s were like, the 50s was a Chevy, right? They were selling a ton, but this ranch wagon is awesome. And then you get this beautiful 55 wagon right here. And also the red with the white versus red and black also looks incredibly cool. This one's been a little more modified, the GT steering wheel, but it does look great. And to see a pair of mid-50s American wagons is very cool. All right, guys, the next car we're gonna shoot up here today is this 82 Corvette. It is a collector's edition. When I walked up, I was a little unsure. So the factory graphics were never put on. This is the Crossfire motor. Car is about 135,000 miles. He does have some aftermarket wheels. He does have the original. This car is for sale. If you're looking for a very cool C3, 508-813-0168, asking $12,500. It is an automatic. One of the coolest things on these collector's editions were these special seats that went with the collector's edition. And while he is offering the original wheels, as a Mustang owner with turbines, the 82 turbines on the special edition, collector's edition, are a nightmare to keep clean. So while they look very cool, these are much easier wheels to live with on the car. So if you want to show it as original, those wheels are great. These are ones that you will have a better time living with every day. And you can see the door card also had that different, you know, color gradation in it for that special edition. So a very cool version last year. All right, guys, another pretty cool car for sales. We have a 92 Summer Edition in the red and white. I've known the owner of this car for a few years at a bunch of the shows. He's done a really nice job of keeping the car up. You can see he's done some modifications under the hood. It is the factory white pony wheels, which would have came on the Summer Edition in 92. This car is 86,000 miles. It is very clean. What's cool on this one, there's a couple of things. One is the white leather interior is in really nice shape, which was really tough on these cars. The white leather cracked like crazy. This one's in great shape. It is a manual. Like I said, he's asking 25 grand. The car looks great. If you're looking for a convertible, and like I talked about before, instead of buying, you know, maybe a Cobra, these special editions like the 7-Up and the Summer Specials are great cars. The red and white is the one I actually tend to see the least often. I usually see the white on white or the yellow with the white or black more frequently. So this is the 92. Phone number is 401-623-0903, asking 25K. I think it's a heck of a car. If you're looking for a nice Foxbody, everybody wants a manual. This one has the 140 mile speedometer. It's got the Mustang tri-bar. It's got the parade boot. He's added in the roll bar, right? We've done a little bit of modifications under the hood. The car just looks right for the car. If you're looking for a very cool special edition for a reasonable price, 25K, you can't go wrong. This is an awesome car, so check it out. Guys, if you're frequent watchers of our videos, you remember last time we were up here, we shot that silver Trans Am with the 4.9. It was actually our cover car on the video. So the owner actually brought up, he has 3 Trans Ams. He has 2 of these early 80s 4.9 non-turbo cars, which are kind of rare. So he brought the maroon one up. This one's all original paint. like 80,000 original miles. He did put the upgraded snowflakes on because the other ones are kind of faded out, but in the gold. I think these snowflakes on this look incredibly cool. What a cool version of this car. And again, in the maroon, a color I very rarely see on the Trans Ams. Most of the time you'll see like white or silver or black. You'll see some blue. The maroon's very rare. And this is also a red on red car with the automatic turbo 350. It just looks so cool. And then we have this cool Z28, right? So it's his GM brother. This one we shot quite a few times. We know the folks, they just added that stripe on. We shot that at that show last week down in Providence. So cool to see these two cars together. And I kind of like the vibe of a very original car versus a slightly modified car with a little bit of a rake stance, the bigger Krieger wheels, you know, a few different add-ons in. So very cool, you know, of this generation from the early 80s with these very cool, unique, cool stuff. Remember that beautiful 63 Imperial we shot the other day over at Spindles? Well, we've got a couple other really cool Mopar cars up here. We have a 72 Plymouth Fury wagon. Now, the cool story on this car, 362 barrel car, very original. The car they drove this car cross country to Carlisle. And you'll see this, it is very cool. You know, obviously we got a little bit of ding in the windshield. Interior is very original. This is the car you would have hauled the family around in. Now, if you wanted a little more luxury, we have this 67 Imperial. You'll see the difference on the 67 from that 63 the other day. They got rid of the faux Continental kit. They kind of smoothed everything out a little bit. You know, the owner was joking a little bit about how it looks like a Lincoln. He's not wrong. There is very much that similar vibe, but this was Chrysler's version of luxury. You know, you got the vinyl top on the car. You've got the really nice interior. This was a car out of Maine, so they actually did have the rear heat and rear defrost in the car, but no AC. Most of these Chryslers would have had AC. I also love their version of that bar speedometer, which is kind of reversed, so it's upside down, if you will. But you can see how nice the inside of this, just crazy comfortable, big 440 motor. So this again was Chrysler's version of luxury back in 67. And then we have this really wild 72 Fury wagon with the 360 motor with the 2-barrel. Couple of very cool Mopars. All right, guys, we always want to share some of the shows out here. This one's pretty cool. It's a new show. It is for a cause. There's a couple of cool things. October 26th, 9 to 2 at La Salette. These guys are doing an event to honor his daughter who passed away. They are giving away, or raffling, excuse me, this beautiful 66 Mustang behind us. It is a Shelby tribute valued at $86,000, $100 for a raffle ticket, $20 to get into the show. They're gonna have pre-90 and post-90, plus the Best in Show. Please come on down. It's at La Salette, the show where we've always done the stuff for the Mass Car Club. It's an easy venue to get to. End of October is a great time for a show because it's a little bit cooler. So throw on your favorite sweatshirt, come on down, donate to a great cause, hang out with some very cool people at the end of the year, and potentially walk away with this absolutely gorgeous Mustang. Guys, there's not much cooler in the world than an air-cooled 911 SC. This one really takes the cake though. I like this car. Sunroof car, whale tail. We have the BBS lattice style wheels on it, which just scream early 1980s. If you've never seen the movie No Man's Land with Charlie Sheen and DB Sweeney, this absolutely is the car that reminds me of that time. They were stealing 911s. This looks exactly like the car you'd want. This is a great version of this. And again, these air-cooled, you know, 911s from this generation are awesome. Again, what's wild to me, this one's naturally aspirated. These didn't have a ton of horsepower. They weren't the fastest cars in the world, but man, they handled well. They looked cool. And that whole Porsche, like precision engineering of that time frame, you know, really simple gauges, a really good transmission that was just fun to roll through the gears. Then you throw that whale tail in and those BBS wheels, just such a cool version. Very cool gassers and you know, hot rods here that look great. Just want to go through and shoot just a quick video of these up here because they look awesome. This El Camino is wild with the gold and the purple. This gasser down the end is beautiful. This one I think was a feature car on one of my videos before. I also think it was like maybe a monthly feature car, one of the Massachusetts or Car Club of New England shows. It is gorgeous with that, you know, that blue and yellow paint. But like I said, this El Camino is pretty wild. There's some cool stuff up here I wanted to share with you on these older hot rods. Up here tonight is this 89 IROC convertible in blue. This is my favorite color on the IROCs. This is a 305 automatic car. Car came out of Texas, so it's super clean and dry. Has like 60,000 original miles. Love the IROC wheels. Again, this blue is my favorite paint color for the IROCs. The Camaros, especially on the IROCs, are a lot more rare in the convertibles than even on like the Foxes. Most of these were the, you know, the hard tops. A lot of options with the T-tops with the rear window louvers, but even in the convertible, like I think this body line really lends itself well. Chevy did a great job with that, you know, that convertible boot on the back. So that parade boot that goes in there looks great. So again, just a really nice looking version of an 89 IROC. And about as original as it's gonna get. You know, my buddy Joe, who watches all these videos, who is the Camaro guy, would love this car. So hopefully he gets up here tonight. But again, you can see how original it is on the interior. Super clean, very nice version of an 89 IROC. I know most of you won't care about like a 2017 to 2020 Fiat Spider Abarth, the 124. But I owned one. I had a 17 in black. And I saw this one coming up. I actually missed that car a lot. It was the most fun car I ever owned. It's like 175, 180 horsepower. It's a little small turbocharged 4. This one is a manual. This one has the actually Abarth leather seats. I actually had the cloth seats in mine. I love the Scorpion logo on it. And this is a car, if you buy one, they're like still like 20 to 25 grand. If you want to buy a car that everyone thinks is way more expensive than it is, buy a Fiat 124 Spider Abarth. Everyone's going to guess, is it like a Jag? Is it a Maserati? Like, people don't know what this car is. Even though it's very similar body lines to the Miata, people just don't understand. It's car weighs like just like 2,400 pounds. It's super light. This convertible top is manual. You can put up and down in like a second. It is awesome. So I always drove with the top down. Mine was a little bit jinxed. My neighbor hit my rear quarter, had a tree branch fall on the aluminum hood. So in the 9,000 miles I owned mine, we ended up having to do like $6,000 worth of body work. I said, probably not meant to be. I got rid of it, but I do miss it all the time. My Challenger is the car I miss the most that I ever owned, but this would be right behind there just because it's just a great driving car. And that turbo gives you a little bit more of an exciting experience than the Miata. They made the Grand Sport in the 1960s, and they came out with the C4 Grand Sport in the 1990s. Then they came out with this version in the C7. I think it looks great. I love the color combination of the blue with the red stripes on the side, the beautiful looking wheels. You know, this one has a slightly different body kit, the more aggressive front air dam. Like, this is just a great looking version of a C7. I think the best looking C7, even more than the Z06s and the ZR1. I think they just did a great job on this body style. It just looks amazing. And the C7s to me are the first generation that look truly exotic with the Chevys, and this is a great version of that in that color. You know, I always try at the show to shoot my neighbor's cars too, and this is very cool. He is parked next to me, 69 Mach 1. He's owned it for over 20 years. We were talking about the car. So the car does have an upgraded motor and transmission. That blew a long time ago, but they've tried to leave the exterior of the car as, you know, as original as they could. 351 car in the gold, which is pretty rare. I really talked about the 69 before. I like them quite a bit. The wheels look great on the car. It's very clean. So just a very nice version of a 69 Mach 1. And I do prefer the 69 Mach 1s over the 70s. I do like the 4 headlights. I like the, you know, the Mach 1 stripe on the side versus the, you know, the body cladding that goes onto it. And this is a very rare color in that gold. So very cool looking version, 1969 Mach 1. All right, so we're gonna add another for sale car up here, 1994 Corvette. This one has had exactly what you want, so it's an LT1 automatic. You know, again, some people might prefer the manual, either or, but I love the color. You don't see the yellow all that often. I think the saw blade wheels are the best looking wheels for these Corvettes. And the cool thing on these cars always was, if you get this car, you take a look under the hood, it feels like a race car. You can see your suspension, that clamshell style hood that opens up, just always, it never stops looking cool. Now, if you're looking for a fun car, the car is like 87,000 miles. He's asking $9,500, 508-962-8095. Like I said, the OptiSpark has been replaced. Looking at the car, you know, one of the things that's challenging on a lot of these is the seals tend to look a little rough. These still look pretty good. Now, so brand new seals, perfect. That's like one of the big problem spots on these C4s. So he's taking care of the seals. He's taking care of the OptiSpark.
Brand new power stop brakes all around.
Oh, perfect. So new brakes.
Brand new battery, month and a half ago.
So new battery, and if you don't know on a C4, a battery is a pain in the ass because you gotta take body panels off to get to the battery, so a new battery is great. So new brakes, new battery, new seals, new OptiSpark, under 100,000 miles, under 10 grand, great looking color, black leather interior, automatic, everything looks pretty original on the car. So again, and my favorite thing, again, you can take the roof off and enjoy it. Now, there is 2 schools of thought. Driving this car with the roof off, it is a rattle box. It is. These cars rattle with the roof off. They just do. So when I owned mine, I always had the roof off. When I sold it to my cousin, he has never had the roof off. He refuses to take it off. It's great either way. It's fun to drive. I prefer the open air experience. Again, I'm not racing this car anymore, but if you want something fast, keep the roof on. It completely changes the dynamic of the car. It drives so much better and it handles a lot better. So very fun car. Like I said, guys, $9,500, 508-962-8095. Cool Foxbody up here. Not sure what year it is. This one's been very customized. LX taillights that are smoked out, Seline wing, GT side body kit, the four lug lattice wheels, which look very cool in the black, aftermarket steering wheel, 140 mile speedometer, manual car. So this one also, I see the nitrous bottle on the back of the car. So this is a highly modified Foxbody, but it's a T-top car, which would lead me to believe it's an 87. The last year, now I shouldn't say that, you could get a little bit in the front half of the year of 88, you could still get T-tops. But most of these on this style of Fox, unless it's, again, yeah, in this style of Fox after 87, it would have been an 87 if it has a T-top car 95% of the time. But this one is highly modified. I like the modifications on it. It looks great, very clean. Again, having a T-top Fox is very fun. Looks great under the hood. Saw the nitrous ball in the back. So very cool version of a modified 5.0. I dig this little, like, I wouldn't even call it a rat rod. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I would describe this truck. It's just a very cool, like, old school patinaed Chevy truck, right? It's a, you know, a Chevy 3100. Looks like it's got a 350 in it. I like these wheels, which are kind of a more modern, you know, version of the Rally Sport wheels. They look really good with the green paint. You know, again, you got kind of the old school lettering on it, the old school bed, you've got the flag, kind of the old school trunk. Like, this is just a neat truck. And again, I don't want to call it a rat rod because I don't think it's a rat rod, but I think it's just kind of a really cool patinaed old truck. And I really just like the style on it. It's different because I think it's incorporating like 3 or 4 different styles, but I think they work well together. You can even see, like, on the bed, we have kind of some shiny paint, but as we get to the cab, we have this kind of this flat paint. But even as we go to like the cowl is more shiny. It's just an interesting kind of combination. We've got a little small hood scoop on it. Now this truck is also, sounds like it's running, right? And it's like super quiet. At least the fan is. It's very quiet. It just looks neat. So I wanted to share this because it's different. But again, it's kind of a car I don't really know how to describe. It's got like so many different styles and aesthetics built in, and I think it just works. Well, pretty easy choice for me tonight for my favorite Foxbody. Anytime we have a Seline Fox up here, we're gonna show it. And I don't think I've shot this white one before. So we actually have a white Seline Foxbody, number 13. This one I really like because it has some very cool features on it that I wanted to share with you with some of the other Selines. So I like the Seline wheels, obviously the body kit with the graphics. We're gonna show the interior, right? Because one of my favorite features on these Selines is how optimistic these speedometers were. So if you can see, it tops out at 170. It is a 5-speed car, flow through ventilation on the seats. I talked about this in my last video, but did not have it on here. So Seline would put these SCAA Endurance Manufacturers Championship stickers on the car. So I'm glad this one has it. And I absolutely love the Seline wing on these, right? So again, I'm a white Foxbody fan. To have a white Fox Seline, super cool. Has all the original markings on it, which I love on the car, so it looks great. So this is my favorite Fox of the night. So my phantom favorite of the night is this beautiful 1956 Ford Custom Line hot rod, right? It's not quite a gasser, right? But it's got kind of that really cool vibe. The color match front bumper, the old school mailbox style hood scoop, which I love, man. I can't tell you how many cars I drew in class as a kid that had that hood scoop on it. I love the old style US mags, the side pipes in this orange color, which absolutely just pops in the sunshine. This car is gorgeous. The interior is super cool. You know, I really like the color matched interior, the old school style gauges. It isn't automatic, but you look at these old school wheels, like those US mags with the wide wheels on the back. They just did an awesome job on this car of bringing it all together. Now, we have the rear chrome bumper. Like I said, the front we've kind of made body matched, which almost gives it more of a gasser vibe. Check out this rear like package tray lid. That's been like the, I forget, why am I drawing a blank on the term that you would put in. This like pleated style They have it on the door car as well. And then this absolutely stunning paint on the car. This inlay that goes in that adds this really cool metallic sparkle into the paint already with this beautiful orange paint. Just a cool car. It is my phantom favorite of the night, this gorgeous 1956 Ford. That's gonna do it up here again from today. Thank you for checking out the channel. Great show again, tons of cool stuff up here as always. Please come check these guys out. I believe they have 3 more nights left. It might be the 18th, like the last week of September or the first week of October. It's either 3 or 4 more nights, but please come out. This is the best time of the year to come to these cruise nights up here at Bass. It's a little cooler, you get a great turnout. You can wear a sweatshirt, you can be comfortable. They'll do a trunk or treat at some point in time, so please come and enjoy. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, what are you waiting for? Please do it. 82% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed, so please subscribe if you're on there. It means a ton to me. I appreciate all of you. You have a great day. Thanks.